cake. I lost 30k, but I made it back great. I pray every day that I buck JMK. That's a good day, but not for him though. Jakes couldn't catch me.
What you just heard was the rap lyrics that were used to convict Renai Belle for the murder of Josh Mckay this week in London. The police told the court that they believe that the words that were being said to JMK, who is the initials for Josh Mckay, was a direct threat to his life. And they used this along with CCTV and cell phone analysis to convict Renai Belle for the brutal murder of Josh Mckay in a barbershop on Lea Bridge Road in front of his son. There was a long-going feud, it was discovered during the trial, but Renai had held a grudge until that fateful day in July 2024. Josh Mckay, 33 years old, was stabbed in the neck in a targeted attack, and the Metropolitan Police investigation discovered the rap video showing Belle threatening Josh before the murder. Belle, 30 years old, from Edmonton, stood trial at the Old Bailey on Wednesday the 4th of June and was found guilty of possession of a knife and also murder. At the same court on the 13th of July, he was sentenced to life in prison to serve a minimum term of 28 years for the brutal murder of Josh. A man and a woman have also been convicted for helping him during the case. The court heard that Josh was at a barbershop on Lea Bridge Road with his son on Saturday the 6th of July 2024. Around 3 p.m, as shown on CCTV that was seized by the police, Renai entered the shop wearing a balaclava and he stabbed Josh in the neck in the attack following a long-standing dispute. Renai then fled after he was being chased by Josh, and members of the public tried to help him and attempted to provide medical treatment until the police officers and paramedics arrived. Despite their best efforts, Josh died at the scene. A determined investigation was launched and police started to comb through 100 hours of CCTV to track Renai's movements and understand what took place. Officers discovered that Belle was the passenger in a car being driven by his partner, Tanika Parker. Having seen Josh enter the barbershop, the pair drove to the address of a man called Daniel Cooper, and in doorbell footage later seized, Cooper was seen providing Belle with a balaclava and also a knife that would later be used to murder Josh. Renai was then driven back to the barber's before stabbing Josh, and he was helped to escape by Parker in the waiting car. A manhunt led to the arrest of Renai in Pincott Road, SW19, on the 8th of July 2024. As part of the officers' investigation and the determination to get a conviction and a watertight case, they made inquiries into rap videos that they discovered on YouTube that showed him threatening Josh in advance of the attack, and this was more proof, they said, that it was pre-planned. Parker was initially arrested on suspicion of assisting an offender on the 7th of July in India Dock Road, Poplar. She was stopped by police while driving her car that had been identified as being involved in the murder. During the search of her vehicle, officers found distinct black sliders. Belle was seen wearing them on CCTV, as well as traces of blood that officers sent for forensic testing. This provided a DNA match to the victim, Josh. Parker was rearrested on the 2nd of October and charged with perverting the course of justice after CCTV footage showed her attempting to clean the car after the attack to remove any evidence. Cooper was arrested after handing himself into a police station on the 11th of July. During a search of his property, police discovered 2 knives that matched the brand of the weapon that was left at the scene of Josh's murder. Forensic testing on the balaclava and knife, discarded by Belle at the scene, found DNA that matched with Cooper. On the 4th of June 2025, Renai Parker from Canterbury Road, Leytonstone, and Daniel Cooper, 22 years old, from Leytonstone, stood trial alongside Belle. Parker was convicted of possession of a knife and perverting the course of justice. On the 30th of July, she was jailed at the Old Bailey for 2 years and 3 months. Cooper previously admitted the possession of a knife and was acquitted of other offences. He was sentenced on the 6th of June to 7.5 months in prison. Josh's mother, Bash Kahidi, said, "Today's sentencing changes nothing for me and my family. I will never see my beautiful son again, and his 2 children will now face a life without their hero. To all of the mothers of murdered children, I understand your pain and sadness and sense of loss that is unbearable. It is made worse because it was also senseless. Josh was a beautiful, happy, kind man and an active, loving father." Detective Inspector Chris Griffith from Specialist Crime North said, "This is a savage and pre-planned murder in broad daylight with no regard for the children that was present." What took place left the community reeling and 2 young children without a father. The police said they were glad that the results today may bring some closure for Josh's family and allows the community to feel safer, that Renai will no longer be able to cause any more misery to anybody else. So really look forward to hearing what viewers have to say on that story. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Drop a comment below and follow on social medias, and send all your stories to scarcitystudios@gmail.com. And I really appreciate you joining me today. Rest in peace to Josh Mckay.